hot tea in July because it's freezing outside. Hi guys, it's Ella. So today I was browsing my order history and I realized that I have quite a few books that I've pre-ordered. 16 to be exact. So I figured I would share some of the books that I'm looking forward to coming out with you guys, and so we can all fangirl about all the awesome things that are going to be coming out here very, very soon. Keep in mind that some of these books do come out in 2016. I will give you a release date, so just fair warning, not all of these come out before the end of the year, but I'm still really, really excited. These are in no particular order. I just have them listed just as they're listed in order that I pre-ordered them. So the first book that I have that I'm going to talk to you about is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This comes out March 8th of 2016. This is another spin-off series about shadow hunters. This is about Emma, and it is set in the Los Angeles Institute, and it's basically more shadow hunter drama. There's murders, they have to figure out who's murdering people. I feel like I'm a little bit over the shadow hunter world, especially after attempting to read the Bane Chronicles, but I still want to see what this book is about. The next one that I have is Passengers by Alexandra Bracken. This is released on January 5th, 2016. Now this is about a girl who discovers that she can time travel. A family in the past, in 1760 if I'm not mistaken, blackmails her into finding something that another time traveler took, and she has to find it. And if she does, they'll return her home, but there's secrets that they're keeping. Also, the person that is trying to help her find it is also keeping secrets, and he also has ties to the family that's keeping her hostage. And so it sounds really interesting. I think it's a little bit different than what I'm used to from Alexandra Bracken. I mean, we've all heard about The Darkest Minds and we all know what that's about. So this is completely different. Time travel. It's got a beautiful cover. I think it'll be very, very good. Next, I have The Winner's Kiss by Marie Rukowski. This is going to be released on March 1st of 2016. This is the final book in the Winner's Curse trilogy. I am very much looking forward to this. The cover is definitely on par with the other two. And this is going to be the conclusion of Kestrel's story. More political drama, more political intrigue. I feel like the last book is going to concentrate more on their romance more than the war necessarily, and just a lot of miscommunication. But I still definitely want to finish the trilogy because I loved the first book so much. Even if the second book left something to be desired, I'm still super excited about this last book. Next, I have a book that doesn't even have a title yet. That's right. I have An Ember in the Ashes 2, a book that doesn't even have a title yet. This is by Sabaa Tahir, and it's going to be released the day before my birthday, April 26th of 2016. This is my most anticipated release for next year so far. By far, I absolutely loved the first book. This book doesn't even have a synopsis yet. It just says that it'll pick up with Leia and Alias, and as they travel north to free Leia's brother from prison and evade the Empire. That's all I need to know. All I need to know. I am so excited. Next, I have Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard, and this is going to be released February 9th of 2016. This is book 2 in the Red Queen series or trilogy. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. Book 2 is going to follow Mare as she tries to get revenge on Maven and find equality in her community and in her world. I think this is going to be a great second installment. I love these covers. Absolutely love. They are stunning and beautiful, and I cannot wait to read the story. The first one was excellent, so I'm sure this one will be as well. The next one that I have pre-ordered is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, and that will be released on October 6th of 2015. This is a story of the rest of the people. We all read stories about the heroines and the ones that want to change the world and overthrow the government and do grandiose things. And this is about the rest of the people while all hell is breaking loose. I absolutely love Patrick Ness's writing. Chaos Walking trilogy is still one of my favorites, and I am incredibly looking forward to this book. I think it'll be excellent. Next on my list is Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. This is coming out on August 25th of 2015. This is book 2 in the Diviners series. I'm actually reading this right now. I have an arc of it, and it is quite good. It's about people getting caught in dreams so they can't wake up, and it's basically the story of all the characters that were in the Diviners trying to figure out what's going on. There are also quite a few new characters that are introduced in the story, and so far so good. But I do definitely want to have a finished copy of this book, so pre-order! Next, I have Ice Like Fire by Sarah Rosh, and that is going to be released on October 13th of 2015. This is book 2 in the Snow Like Ashes trilogy series. I'm not sure. Now, the funny thing about this book is that I didn't read a synopsis for this book because I don't even own the first one, because I have yet to read the first one. So you might be wondering, Ella, why are you pre-ordering the second book if you don't know if you're even going to like it? Well, because I know I'm going to like it. Call it a hunch, call it a feeling. I know I am absolutely going to love this series, so I definitely want to jump on the bandwagon and fangirl with everybody else. I just need to get around to reading the first book, but I definitely do have the second book pre-ordered. Next, I have Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This comes out on September 1st of 2015. Queen of Shadows is book number 4 in the Throne of Glass series. This continues Selena Serdothian's story. I don't want to give a synopsis here because I don't want to spoil anybody on any of the first 3 books, just in case. But basically, the story is of Selena trying to save her kingdom. Dun dun dun! Next up on my pre-orders is Walk on Earth a Stranger by Ray Carson. And this is going to be released on September 22nd of 2015. Ray Carson is the author of the Girl of Fire and Thorns trilogy, which I actually enjoyed quite a bit. This is about a girl who can sense the presence of gold in a gold rush time America, and so she has to flee, and it's her adventures and her story. I feel like this is going to be a very unique premise, and so I am really looking forward to reading it. Next up on my list is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. This is going to be released on October 6th of 2015. Now, Carry On is the story of Simon Snow. All of us who have read Fangirl know who Simon Snow is and know what Carry On is, and we're all excited. At least I am. I don't know about anybody else. But I think this is going to be very different from anything else that Rainbow Rowell writes. But I've said this before, Rainbow Rowell has such excellent characters that this is going to be fantastic no matter what. This is kind of like a Harry Potter spin-off based on Harry Potter, maybe? I don't even know how to explain it, but it's going to be awesome and I'm so excited. Next on my list is Illuminated by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is going to be released on October 20th of 2015. This is a story that takes place in 2575, and it is a sci-fi about an alien invasion. It's basically a story of 2 huge corporations that are fighting over a planet, and it's the girl who is living on the planet is the one telling the story. This book is told in an interesting way. It has articles and it has things that I'm guessing the reader's going to have to put together. It was also quite a bit of kind of censorship going on. I think it'll be a whole new reading experience, which is what attracted me to this book more than the actual plot did. I'm not a huge fan of alien stories, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be interesting at the very least. Next up, I have Firewalker by Josephine Angelini. This is going to be released on September 1st of 2015. This is book 2 in the Worldwalker trilogy. I am incredibly excited for this book. This is the continuation of Lily's story when she's back in her own world, coming back from the parallel universe. This basically follows Lily as Lillian, her alternate self, tries to get her back to the world that Lily ran away from by killing everyone that Lily loves in that particular world. I don't even know if that makes sense, but holy cow, this book picks up exactly where Trial by Fire left off. If you've been around for a while, you know that I loved Trial by Fire, and so this cover also does not hurt at all because it is beautiful, and I want that on my shelf. If I need a reason at all, I want that on my shelf. This should come as a surprise to nobody. I have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is going to be released on September 29th of 2015. This is a spin-off series from her Shadow and Bone trilogy, and it takes place in the same world, if I am not mistaken. This is going to be about 6 outcasts who come together to pull off a heist. To be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical about this book just because I wasn't a huge fan of the last Shadow and Bone book, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I think the premise is very interesting. It's very Final Empire-ish, so I think if it's done well, it has potential. Next, I have The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan. This is going to be released on October 6th of 2015. This is book 1 in the new series by Rick Riordan, the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series. Instead of Greek gods, this is going to involve Norse gods, which I think will be a nice mix-up from the other stories. Same concept, something goes wrong, Magnus needs to fix it, wit ensues. What else can I say? This cover does leave something to be desired, but we can't have everything now, can we? And lastly on my pre-orders is Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is going to be released on November 10th of 2015. This is the last book in her Lunar Chronicles series, and so it's supposed to wrap up the whole series nicely. This bad boy is 880 pages. This follows Winter, who is Snow White. She's a little bit crazy. I won't say a whole lot more just because we got introduced to Winter in Cress and I don't want to spoil anybody on anything. Just saying. I think it will be a phenomenal conclusion. It's been a roller coaster ride of a series, and so I can't see this being anything but fantastic. So those are all of the books that I've pre-ordered so far, that I have currently pre-ordered. Let me know what some of the books are that you're looking forward to the most that are coming out soon. They don't have to be this year, just what are some of the books that you've got pre-ordered? Let me know that down below. If you have any questions or comments, all that stuff goes down below as well. I hope you have a great night and I will see you soon. Bye! Maven? Is that his name? Maven. That's attractive. Major spoilers for the first 3 books. Or 4 books. Have there been 4 books? I have used the word excited like 8,000 times in this video.